Welcome to today's video, guys. I'm actually in time for a breather, and in today's video I am doing part 2 of my most recent thrift haul. If you want to see part 1, go to the previous video, but let's get back into it. First up, guys, let's talk about this beautiful pink dress. This was only $8 and I am blown away because look at this. It is a full length to the floor dress and it is knit on top of that. Guys, you will never believe. It is also new with tags. I mean, look at this beautiful dress for the winter. I mean, it's like really freaking heavy, so pretty warm. In the winter, I am gonna rock this so hard. And what I love most about this, guys, is that it is sleeveless because I love wearing obviously knit things in the winter and even in the fall because they're warmer, right? But when it gets to like really chunky knits, you can't really wear like a coat or anything over them comfortably because the arms get all scrunched up in them and then it like looks weird and bulky, makes me look like I have like huge arms too if I do manage to shove my entire sleeve into the arm of like any coat. So the fact that this doesn't have any sleeves, I love so much. I can put on whatever coat I want and this will look banging so easily and it will still keep me warm because again, it is to the floor. And let's talk about this pink color. This is like such a phenomenal, like more into your like baby pink, your dolly pinks, and I love it. I also really love pairing this specific shade of pink with a lot of like black accessories, black items, black shoes, even a black jacket, because just that like offset of like, oh, cutesy pink and then like a really dark color like black. I love that aesthetic so much. But also $8 for a full dress and a knit dress that has absolutely nothing wrong with it, and especially it being knit because, you know, once it catches, once like a little loop starts coming out, you're never really able to repair it most of the time. It is from Pretty Garden. I have no idea what that brand is. You guys know I don't really care about brands, but it is so heavy it doesn't even really matter what the brand is. I can tell this is like really great quality. Let's get into some pants, guys. Look at these super shiny, super fun cargo pants. I have been on the lookout for cargo pants and especially black cargo pants just because I'm gonna be wearing these in the fall. I do love a little bit more of like a dark motif in the fall, and to have it like in this super like sexified shiny material, love that. These are very heavy as well, so these are actually gonna keep me warm, and these were only $3. What a steal for especially pants. They are Fashion Nova, so I'm actually pretty surprised that they're like a heavy weight because Fashion Nova is definitely like a hit or miss company. Of course, it's still fast fashion, so of course you can get like the thinner material garments, but I was pleasantly surprised when I found these. The only thing is these are an extra large, which is like a full size bigger than what I am, and these have like a stretchy waistband, so they do sag just like a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that with like 2 little pins on the side that no one will ever be able to see, and then they will fit so nice and be so comfortable because again, stretchiness, love me some stretchiness, especially if I'm going out to dinner in these pants. I want a little room for, you know, expansion here and there, but these look so cool with all the pockets, all of the little fixtures on it. Love everything about them. So to find essentially like a specialty item for $3 in a thrift store in perfect condition, like how could I ask for more? Look at this stunning dress. I mean, how could I leave this at the thrift store? It is a black floor length with like nude paneling, and in the nude paneling there's all of these very pretty silver beads that are even like hand stitched on. They're not even just glued on. So what a phenomenally constructed garment. And this was only $13, which you guys know I'm more of like a $10 tops kind of girl, but for an entire evening wear dress, if you guys have been watching me for like a decent amount of time, you may have remembered a black and white floor length dress I had thrifted that kind of looks similar to this, and honestly I was so disappointed. I ended up ruining it because I hand washed it and the black had bled into the white to make it like this murky gray color, before and I couldn't salvage it, so I had to throw it out, and I was just so distraught about it. I could not believe it. I was so upset. But to find this for $13, and this makes my body look so incredibly snatched. Even though this is a size 8, which is a size larger than I normally am, it still fits really, really well while still being comfortable, which I am here a lot of times, especially for like an evening wear type situation where it's not like an everyday thing. I don't mind being like sucked in as much as possible, but you know, sometimes it's also nice to be comfortable. And with the paneling this has, where like the black comes in, it gives the appearance of having a really small waist without having to like fully suck in everything and strap in everything. So definitely love that. $13 for a gorgeous evening wear dress. I mean, I could not leave this behind. It fits so perfectly. Definitely could not ask for more in a $13 dress. Like, are you kidding me? Up next, guys, let's go through some accessories. I have a $3 beautiful like pashmina style scarf. This actually has a pattern woven into it. I'm not really sure if you guys can see. It's kind of just like a nondescript Baroque type pattern, but $3 for a scarf. Scarves these days in stores, a scarf like this would be $10, and I'm not even joking, which is why I'm like never getting them. I'm not paying $10 for a scarf, but finding $3 for this beautiful pink color, and it is in such great condition too. Definitely something I could not leave behind. Two other scarves, guys. These are actual both knit scarves, so scarves I would actually wear in the winter. This one is $5, this baby pink number. This is so incredibly soft. I don't know what it's made of, but I can tell from the tag. This is from a Target brand. So $5 for a Target brand full scarf that's actually gonna keep me warm in the winter. Love that. And then I have this scarf with hat duo. I cannot believe I actually found this in the thrift store, especially together. And this whole set was only $6. And this was actually from a Target brand as well, even though I'm pretty sure I thrifted both of these scarves on different days and at different Salvation Armies. So I don't know like if Target offloaded all of their like end of year stuff onto them, but I am so thankful because $6 for a hat and a scarf, $6 gonna keep me warm, definitely worth it as well. Guys, I went belt crazy at Salvation Army the other day. I generally never ever purchase belts, specifically because again, they're always so overpriced. I only really need belts for like decor purposes, but specifically recently I got a new pair of dress pants for work and I needed a new like black regular belt. I went to Walmart to get one. Tell me why a random silver and black belt is $20. What? I'm not paying $20 for that. Absolutely not. I knew I could get it in the thrift store like for a better deal. So I went and looked at the belts, but then I found like a ton of belts. So let me go through them real quick. First up is this silver one. This was $7. And guys, this is actually heavy full metal. It's not plastic. So $7 for a full metal belt like this is like an unbelievable price. And I kind of love like the retroness of it. I'm thinking of maybe wearing this like a little bit lower, not at the actual waist, on like an all black dress or something like that, just to let this whole moment shine on its own. But I also love when belts have like a little bit of like a dangly thing, but it dangles like in the front. I think it's just such like a retro, kind of like 60s, 70s vibe. So definitely worth it for $7. Are we surprised at all? Guys, I mean, not really. I do have a pink waist type belt, but I needed one that was for like actual belt loops for like wearing at my like more hip area. Again, because I want it to be a little bit lower set sometimes. And this was only $5. And I was like, could I get this cheaper online somewhere? But the actual buckle on this, again, is like full metal, which is where a lot of like cheaper belts fall short. Shockingly enough, this is actual leather. Like at least on the bottom. Obviously on top it's like a little bit painted with something or whatever. But since this is leather, it's actually gonna hold up because again, a lot of belts online are made of like plastic, like that shiny, very cheap looking plastic. But this looks like a really nice belt and it's wider so you get more of like the pink moment. So $5, happy to pay this as well. Okay, look at this full black gothic number of a belt. This one was $5 as well. And look at how beautiful the embellishments are on here. This is like full metal. Like this is all metal. And then they have like black embellishments that are just kind of like set in there into the metal, and there are no embellishments missing, which I could not believe it when I saw this for $5. This is a beautiful belt. I honestly think I might try and wrap this around a purse as well, just because I think it's so pretty. I kind of want it to be like out there, not just attached to my waist and maybe getting like hidden on a black dress or anything, but it is so beautiful. I just could not leave this one behind. Another black and silver, kind of more like gunmetal belt. This was also $5, and this was just like such a cool looking belt. I've never seen anything like this before. It's like there's, again, a full metal chain and then kind of like shiny black leathery material wrapped inside of it. I think it's just so cool looking. And I really love this one because since it doesn't have any like traditional belt holes in it, you can put this at whatever length you want because you can just poke it through any part of the belt. Love that customization. But again, it's fall times. I love a little bit more of a moody vibe. And tell me if this is not like a moody yet cool belt. Like, I don't know if I could like describe a better one. Here we have a $3 belt, and isn't this the coolest thing? It has like red flowers along every single segment of the belt. This is like an actual waist belt though, because it has like, it's like a snap belt. It doesn't have like a traditional buckle or anything, but I thought the design of this was so cool. You guys know I stick to my colors and red and black. I don't usually buy in like a single item. I kind of like mixing and matching them on their own. When I saw this belt for $3, I had to have it. It is just such a cool looking belt. Kind of like a cutesy goth vibe, like a little bit of that type of moment. And I love that, especially in the fall. So definitely happy to have this for $3. That is like such a steal of a belt. Cause even at the thrift store, belts can go up easily to $10, but $3 for this, yes, I will take it. Real quick, guys, this is the actual boring belt I went to find at the thrift store. This was $6. This is from Express though, so pretty nice. And I do love that it's not like a huge buckle. It's not more like a retro type buckle or like a Western type buckle, because again, this is for work. I do love all of my cutesy out of the box stuff, but at the end of the day, I'm a corporate girly. I need some like actual corporate workwear. So $6 again, compared to like a $20 one at Walmart. Like, yes, I will also be taking that. If you love this video, then please show me some love by clicking that subscribe button. Not only does it make sure you get more of the content you enjoy, it does help keep my dream alive. It takes a lot of time and effort to bring you so many videos, so thank you so much for your support. Back to the video. I also got a few purses, guys. First up, we have this, I'm gonna botch this name. I am so sorry. Botkier, New York? Botkier. Again, I have no idea. Doesn't matter. Look at how cool this backpack purse is. I'm usually not super into backpack purses, mostly because a lot of times they'll like kind of just like ruin your outfit if you're not careful, because it'll look cool from like the side or the back, but once you get up front and see like the strap pinching your clothes and everything, it's not really a cute look. But I did like this because this has a little bit of like wider straps, and it's more like a flush, kind of like lays flat type bag, so it's not like sticking out, making you look like you have a whole hump or anything on your back. And this was only $9. I love the mix of like, it's basically just like a polyester nylon type material and then like a fake leather. And I promised myself recently that I will not be buying bags that have gold hardware. I'm really just more pushing over to the full silver in my collection. It's just something I love wearing more. I do love yellow gold and I do love rose gold as well, but again, just for like a more cohesive type of wardrobe where everything works together really well, I'm starting to push over that. And this has a very like dark tone of silver, so really love that, especially since a lot of silver is harder to find these days, at least in the thrift store. So definitely happy to have this, and it actually fits stuff. Like it could actually put something in here. It's not just like a little micro mini backpack. So for $9 in a black color, I'm gonna get like so much use out of this. Guys, look at how just, oh, it is so cute, and it is so very retro mod type style, just with like the little, I don't even know what these are. They're like a hard acrylic, and the rest is more just like a kind of like a fake leather, I think. But this is such a cute little bag in a bright red, because you know I am very particular about my tones of red, and to find one that is just so cute and such like a structured bag, and it is new with tags. It was $10, so like a little bit on the higher end, especially for the size of bag. It's from CGS Chillgasm. Like, I am not even, it's actually printed on the front of the bag as well. I did not realize that when I bought it. Like, it literally says Chillgasm. Okay, why not, I guess. I was actually really concerned when I first saw this bag in a store because I'm like, is this gonna fit my phone? You guys know I talked about it last video as well. My litmus test for bags in the store is, will it fit my phone? And thankfully it did. This was definitely going home with me. There was absolutely no way, zero chance this was not going home with me because it is so unique. Like, I have never seen anything like this, and I can just imagine this with like an all black fit with a bam pop of red and the bag with such like a cool structured bag as well. I mean, it is gonna be such like a nice little retro moment. Another cute little bag, guys. This one was $5. This doesn't have any sort of branding on it, but it can't be that high quality, mostly because this isn't made of actual material. It is just like a very bendable plastic, which I'm kind of not upset about because, especially being that it's mimicking like the quilted look, a lot of like cheaper bags with this type of quilted fabric are really floppy, and I don't particularly have a lot of stuff to fit inside my bag, so it just tends to stay floppy. So I love that this is actually structured, so a pretty nice touch if you ask me. Again, luckily my phone fit in this one. It is really tiny and it just barely fits, but it does fit nonetheless. And this is like a true gunmetal hardware. Like, it's almost a black, but like a really, really dark gray. So I just love that whole vibe with this. Again, for the more moody, darker vibes I'm going for in the fall, this is gonna be perfect. Look at this bag. Can you describe a more perfect everyday bag for me? When I saw this, I had stopped by the Salvation Army like after work just to be in there for an hour, kind of like go to like the most popular areas that I like and then get the heck out of there. And within 5 minutes, I saw this bag and I told myself, I don't care how much this costs. This bag is coming home with me. Luckily, it was only $14, which again, you guys know, $10 is usually my cap for bags, but look at how perfect this is for me. This is like exactly the cool tone pink I love having in my collection because it can go even with my hot pinks and my pastel pinks and still blend together in a whole outfit really well. And again, silver hardware, hard to find in a pink bag of all things. It is from, I'm gonna butcher this one as well, I'm so sorry, Tignanello? Tignanello. Again, no clue. Doesn't particularly matter though, because it doesn't matter what brand this was from. I was not leaving the store without this. $14 for a beautiful pink bag that I'm gonna get so much use out of throughout the years because this is like a really nice soft, I'm not sure if it's real leather or at least like a really nice quality fake leather. It's not shiny at all. I don't particularly love the huge logo on it. Again, you guys know I'm not into logo wear, but I think I might end up just like covering that up with like a silver plate. You can get like stickers that are basically of like a really thin sheet of metal and just stick it over and just call it a day. I don't really like the look of like a lot of lettering of any kind of any of my clothing, but again, perfect purse for under $20. I mean, the thrift gods were fully with me that day. Next up, guys, we have shoes. Look at this beautiful pair of stilettos with ankle strap. These are from Rockin' Republic and these were $8. I love these so much because it is just like black and white. They're more subdued. They'll be able to go with many, many things in my wardrobe, and I could even wear these at work and no one would really bat an eye. But it's also like very intricately like detailed with this like imprinted type snake design and then the black studs on the ankle straps. But $8 for these. They do have a little bit of like dents and scuffs in the heel, but these are such high quality shoes that it's not even like peeling, even though it's like a little bit damaged on the heel. And honestly, like, who's really looking at your heel that intently? Please believe I am no stranger to getting some black permanent marker and like fully coloring in any dents if it is like a different color underneath. I have have 100% done that, especially on the toe area, because I trip over myself like all the time. I don't know what it is. I'm like not the clumsiest person, but sometimes, especially like with such a nice shoe, you just accidentally cut the edge of a stair the wrong way and suddenly there's like a huge nude or white spot on the tip of your shoe. But a permanent marker will fix that. Please believe I will absolutely do that till the day I die. I do not care. But $8 for a pair of beautiful and a pretty good shape, especially since they are zipper backed. The zippers work perfectly fine. And you guys know I don't really do many heels without ankle straps these days. I just ain't here for it. I do not have the time. Love these $8. I'm gonna get so much use out of these. Look at these super trendy shoes I got. I have seen this exact style all over Amazon and online throughout the summer, and I never pulled the trigger on them because they were usually at least $25. And I'm like, I don't really know, because like I said, I don't do a whole lot without ankle straps, so I am gonna have to modify these. They were $10, which I was like, $10 for something I have to modify, but these look brand new. Like there's no tags or anything on them. They're from Revel, no idea, doesn't matter, but they are in like perfect condition. Even like the strap part here, it's clear. And what I've noticed, even after a short amount of time, if it's next to like your skin a long time, they'll start to like be dyed a certain hue of like kind of tan and beige. Like the clear just doesn't last that long unless you're wearing them with like obviously socks or stockings or something. But what really sold me on these is not only are they nude, so I love like the lengthening of the leg, there is so much padding in this shoe. I don't know if you can see it, like there's like a whole hump here of padding on this, and there's like more of a square base on the heel. So these are so comfortable, like you don't even understand, so comfortable. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap like a ribbon around the plastic part and then kind of like finagle it to bring it up to then like wrap around my ankle, just to preserve the color of the clearness, but also to give me a little bit more support, because again, I might end up kicking these off like in the middle of like the store or something without even realizing it. So definitely love it. Super comfy shoes in a nude color for $10 that were like the trendiest shoe of the summer. Like absolutely will be testing those out. Describe a more perfect shoe for me, guys. Look at these beauties. A perfect pink color with an ankle strap, stilettos, closed pointy toe. I mean, how beautiful are these shoes? And what's even better, guys, these were only $5. And these are Shoe Dazzle shoes, which are pretty good mid-tier shoes as far as like quality and design goes. But these are so beautiful. And here's the thing. I know they were $5 because originally there was like a stain on one of the toes of the shoe that honestly almost looked like someone had gotten wet ink on it or something. It was like a kind of like a medium blue, but I kind of knew with this like faux suede type material, acetone will get out a lot of like stains, because it's not really stained, just because it's hard to stain suede. I know, because I've tried dyeing it before and it just kind of doesn't work out all the time. But after like 15 minutes of kind of just like scrubbing, I even like cleaned up the other shoe just because I'm like, there was some dirt on pieces on here. But 15 minutes and $5 to get, again, perfect shoes for me. But these are so comfortable as well, mostly because they are closed-toed. Those are generally more comfortable because there's not like a whole end of a strap that's gonna dig into your toes, and it's a really thick ankle band that's also a little bit stretchy, so it's not gonna like fully cut off your circulation of your leg into your foot. So I absolutely will be getting so much wear out of these. But aside from some of like the little stains that I was able to get off, these are like, again, brand spanking new aside from that. So to get Shoe Dazzle shoes, especially for $5, like what a steal. Again, this was a different day than when I got the pink bag, but with this day, the thrift gods were with me as well, and I thank them so much. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. If you want to see another one of my thrift hauls, then just click over here and I'll catch you next time. Bye.